UFO Bros.
Hey everyone, it's Giorgio Tsoukalos from Ancient Aliens, and you're experiencing UFO Bros TV.
Yeah, we did.
We did. What's up, everybody? I'm Emmett.
Joe here.
And we are the UFO Bros. And we're coming at you live from a totally different facility today.
Facilitad.
By the way, Joe, I like your hat.
A different facade of the Facilitad.
The Facilitad. I really like your hat.
Good for you.
I feel like you should be carrying, like, golf clubs or something.
No, it's a little bit of the Irish.
Oh. I heard it's an authentically from Ireland.
It is.
It's beautiful.
Is it Derby? No, not Derby.
It's definitely a change up in
Hatcham.
Yeah. So guys, we've been on kind of a break, and to be honest with you, we've had some significant technical difficulties, but I think we've been able to get them worked out.
Yep, we did.
So today we're in a different place with a higher internet connection speed, so that will hopefully make everything sound better and the picture better. So welcome. Welcome. We're going to be talking about some cool stuff today. We didn't really get a chance to cover this in the last show, but as you know,
It'll hold it. Oh, sorry.
Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. As you know, Tom DeLonge recently, did you hear about this, Joe? Of course you have, because we've talked about this. Tom DeLonge came out saying he's created a public company for the public to invest in the development of aliens and their technology. Sorry, alien technology.
Okay, Mr. Greer, number 2, $100,000 for his movie.
So there is some speculation out there on the interwebs as to whether or not this is just a money-making scheme or if this is real, and he truly intends to bring the technology to the public.
Money-making schemes going around. One I could say is it has a U in it, beginning of it, and it has, I think, an E at the end. Unacknowledged. Or D. D. Sorry.
Good job, Joe.
We did it. Yeah, we did.
By the way, off topic of what we were talking about, we were at the Unacknowledged premiere, by the way. I don't think a lot of people know that. We were in the front
row.
We were this close from...
And I could smell him.
Dr. Greer. I was so close. By the way, I believe Dr. Greer carries a gun.
He might.
A concealed weapon.
Well, he's got those two. He got those 3 stick figures that run around him. That guy.
Hey, he's interesting. I wonder what he's up to lately.
All that money and all that time, his teeth are still what? I'm saying I can't. I swear, if you're in the front row and you watch the Unacknowledged like we did, his teeth are about 15 feet long. Huge.
Do you know how many negative reviews we have on our Unacknowledged review?
Oh, yeah, tons. I know. I wasn't a fan.
People are so damn angry about it. It's like, come on, guys. Why do you take everything so damn seriously? Come on. I mean, it's true. What was presented in the documentary you can find online or on YouTube. What I'm saying is, Greer did a fantastic job of putting all that information together. And beautifully presented.
We had generous donations of up to $100,000. We want to thank y'all. My ass.
What about it?
It's too much.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. But
that's what
nonetheless, there is a new look, you guys, I have a giant red straw. I'm going to use this to direct today, so watch out, okay? All right. The Patient 17 is an awesome
Mr. Jeremy Corbell.
By our friend Jeremy Corbell. If you're watching Jeremy, I guess you have your own brand new theme song. How's that go again, Joe?
Jeremy Corbell.
Yeah, I think, you know what? Cut, wrap it, go to post-production. I think we'll send that off to him.
We'll send it off.
Well, he put together an amazing documentary called Patient 17.
Watch it. I enjoy it. Now, that one is worth investing in if you want to invest with this fine gentleman of Jeremy Corbell.
And I'll tell you why. A lot of the documentaries, there isn't any attempt to necessarily provide evidence of anything. The evidence is not tangible, so eyewitness, testimony is not tangible. Even though you've had 10 people say the same thing, it's still not tangible. There's nothing to touch, nothing to feel, nothing to test.
Hold on, I can't hear. What'd you say? Oh, okay.
Who are you talking to on that end?
I don't know. It's your voice. It's another in the thing.
Hold on, I gotta get a drink. So say something smart.
I am just smart. Smart. SMRT.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's that little milk dud that's been rolled in hair.
Oh, what was I talking about?
Patient 17.
Yeah, it was
Jeremy
amazing.
Corbell.
So like we were saying.
Amazing.
There are implants that
10 years
have been routinely extracted from abductees or experiencers or people who have said they've been abducted by extraterrestrials. And the weird thing about these implants is they contain typically different isotopic...
touch my hand. Oh.
Well, sorry. They have different... the elements have a different isotope of certain elements that don't necessarily or naturally occur on Earth. And it follows a patient...
Part of asteroid or meteorite that they said is part of it.
Or that it was from space.
It wasn't.
Or it was from...
nothing from here.
Yeah, it was not from Earth. So what
right
had
next to
have
the
been,
bone.
But anyway, it follows a gentleman as he gets it extracted, and they attempt to test it. Jeremy even takes it to... different scientists to get their actual input, and it's something tangible. It's something that you'll have to watch and see what they come up with. It's great. So make sure you check it out on iTunes. It's available, and I think it's going to be on Netflix. But
soon, also you can go
on iTunes and buy it,
or it's on his website.
It's $9.99. $9.99. $9.99. Yes. Beautiful.
We had enough now.
Well. What do you mean?
I don't know. But, so, we want to tell you guys we had a little adventure.
We had a really good time recently. We've been off the chains and off the charts. We have not been able to do any kind of podcasting or shows of any kind for the past about 4 weeks because we did some significant prep for our trip to Needles, California. Here's the deal. We can't necessarily actually disclose everything because we're right in the middle of, seeing
certain legal things.
Certain things about this particular spot. We had to take extra precautions. So we're waiting before we talk about that. So just know that at some point we'll be able to bring that out. I'm sorry, I'm totally Tom DeLonging you, Ray. Are you getting Tom DeLonged right now? Give me a thumbs up for Tom DeLonging you. Yeah, I'm so sorry. But it'll be soon. At least we're telling you what it is. We're not starting a public company, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
By the way, it's not disclosure, so I'm not holding on to disclosure. It's just about our trip to Needles. Actually, it's more like a giant trailer park.
It is. It's a deserted trailer park with just odds and ends thrown in.
With amazing people.
Some people are home, some people aren't.
Awesome, very, very friendly people. We met some really cool people. We were at a gas station stop before Needles, and we had... some people came over and asked us kind of what we were up to, and we were saying, hey, we're the UFO Bros, and we're looking for,
a crash.
And they were really nice, and all the people in that area seemed to be very much like that. So we enjoyed ourselves, but we went on the adventure of a lifetime. And
yes, we did.
That's all I could tell. Yeah, that's all. I know, 4 weeks of no updates and now this, but it's going to be worth it.
Did.
It's not like world-changing information. It's just exciting, fun stuff. You know what?
You can't say that. It could be life-changing.
Look, a really good friend of mine once told me, just do the things you love to do and have fun.
Yes.
And that's exactly what this trip was. And we intend to, by the way, we fully intend to make it to both Contact in the Desert 2018 as well as Alien Con 2018. So if you guys are going to be going there, we plan to eat there.
Yes. With bells on.
Yes, and if we had a tent and we sold some things, would you buy them? Just let us know. Drop it in the comments. I wonder if anybody's actually chatting with us.
Oh, maybe I should fuck my
Look,
phone.
Paul Curtis is here.
He's behind
How come
us.
you are? Blah, blah, blah. Paul, the reason... Hey, guys, by the way, for those of you listening...
We have a speaker problem.
We are looking at the live chat in our YouTube live right now. By the way, if you don't know and you're listening to us on the podcast, you can check out the live podcast on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/UFO Bros TV. So here we are chatting with Mr. Paul, one of our favies.
One watching. Two
And-
watching. Oh, sorry.
And he says, why we are not live on Spreaker, we're going to be back on Spreaker next week. Just to ensure that we could get the show going and that we had a probecast, we just decided to make sure that the YouTube Live was totally working. And then
We're working.
we'll rework Spreaker back into that. So we'll be able to be live and chatting on both platforms. So hope that answers your question. So we got one live person. But you know what?
That's Paul. Hi, Paul. Hi, I'm Paul.
Yeah, but you know, we still have plenty to talk about. I think so.
If there is one person.
Yeah, we'll just talk to Paul. He cares. By the way, Paul is a patron. If you don't know about that, you can always support us. Maybe in a way a grandma might, $5 every once in a while.
Good invitation.
Patreon.com/UFO Bros TV. If you like what we're doing, you can give us a granny high five.
Granny?
$5. Sonny,
make you holla.
I'll give you $5. No, actually, I think somebody offered me a shiny something to pull some weeds, and I was like, bitch, you are crazy. I'm not pulling no damn weeds for some change. I think she was stuck in like 1914.
Well, it worked.
I'll give you a shiny quarter if you pull out those weeds over there.
Then you just say,
Okay.
what? Then you look at her and say, what could I buy with a quarter, lady?
But she was so sweet and so nice, and she thought she was being so like
Well,
giving, and I was totally like salty about it.
you ungrateful bastard.
I know. Hey, I like it when you're engaged and you have the
You
door.
need to shut it.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
we are going to tell you a little bit about like the next thing we're going to be going on. We intend to really check out the Kingman, Arizona crash. There's more and more evidence stacking up right now about that, and we were able to contact some people that have some inside knowledge about that. So we're hoping to be able to make that happen on another trip soon. So if you want to granny up at Patreon, pass us a $5. Maybe we'll pull some weeds. We'll plant some flowers, whatever you need. Mow the lawn. Joe's really good at that.
While you stand there and fan yourself? Sure.
Well, look, when I'm hot, and that's just how it goes.
You look bored as fuck.
Where, when, and what? What do you mean? Where do I look bored?
I just say it's bored as fudge.
I'm not bored. I'm hanging out with my bro,
Bro,
who, by the way, roasts me on a continual basis.
that's what I do. That's why
But-
we have our camaraderie.
I roast him on a continual basis as well.
Yeah, so there's
I fucking
multiple.
wish somebody would have roasted these goddamn cashews, though, because they are not roasted. They're just whole cashews.
Yeah, you're supposed to roast them in butter.
And by the
And
way,
fucking crush 'em up
Imperial
on some
Nuts,
chicken.
if you could send us a check for this one person watching, that'd be great. On to the next thing, the JFK files. Did you hear about this, Joe?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Did you find something I didn't?
No, it actually made mainstream news that Trump, at this point, is going to allow the release of these secret JFK files and documents,
Shit.
which were set in the 90s to be released this year. And the president does have the option to extend that secretiveness further out in time. But Trump, at this point, is saying he's fine with it going ahead and moving forward and letting us see what we can find. And I wonder if it will lend to any conspiracy theorists' ideas about how and why and who assassinated JFK, and was that tied with Marilyn Monroe. As you know, if you haven't, check out our probecast on Marilyn Monroe, where we show and talk about a document. Well, we don't show because we didn't actually have a video back then, but we talk about a document that's basically a death document for Marilyn Monroe. Somebody had
Oh, yes.
wiretapped her.
Yes, that's what she was saying, is that someone was wiretapping her phone. when she called her guy. I forgot the name of the guy. She called him and he didn't answer the phone because she was having problems. All of a sudden, that's when she found her hand.
This story is going downhill very quickly. So, according to you, she got on the thing, she called her friend, and then she wiretapped, and then she...
Mel Monroe saying that her phone was wiretapped.
Yes, and that document clearly verifies the fact that it was, if it is indeed a true document. Okay. Okay.
Oh, not funny.
We're having a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time too. If you're listening to us on podcast, thank you. We're trying to bring you the latest and the greatest. So Tom DeLonge is going to build a spaceship. We're going to kind of wrap. We're going to wrap around back to Tom DeLonge.
Do you know how much money he's going to need to build a spaceship?
We're going to wrap around to Tom DeLonge. DeLonge. If you say it, say DeLonge.
It's pronounced Dula.
Say DeLonge really quickly.
No, it's Dula.
DeLonge. DeLonge. I mean, if you say it fast enough, it sounds like dong. And if you say Jesus backwards, it sounds like sausage.
Yeah, sausage, and then you got dong, which is on your mind.
Yes, SESUJ, sausage. That's Jesus spelled backwards, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Use it. Somebody else copywrote that one, but I do intend to enjoy it time to time.
My lips got burnt from that trip, bro. Bad.
Yes, because we were out in the desert.
It split.
Joe's like, this is one of the greatest things. The whole time Joe's complaining on my lips, and they're like all dry and cracked.
It looks like I had lipstick on. Or
the whole time I realized in my pocket I had some chapstick.
He had chapstick the whole time until the end. He's like, here. I'm like, I was all. I was all. I wish I could do it. Sorry. You tell me you had the whole time? It was. Oh, my lips were just crusted.
We were in the desert. It was dry. It was hot. By the way, it's like 98 degrees.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, it was, what, 60 in Sacramento?
The desert has lost its mind at 98 degrees and not really giving up at night, but we managed. We got out. We checked things out. We explored. It was great. And we found something, but...
That's clap mic.
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. You have to find out. But what else is coming up in the news? There is...
Oh. It's, what's that? Unsung Kim Chim? Kim Ung Jun? Un Jun Kung? Han Tong? What is it?
Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un in his rocket.
Is there another rocket?
In his fucking pocket.
No.
No, they said if he shoots off one more.
One more?
Right?
Well, it's always one more and then he shoots one. And it's always one more and then he shoots one. But I don't think anybody wants to go to war. Nobody really wants to go to war. I don't want to go to war.
We got shit to do.
There's too much shit to do.
We got to find UFOs. We need a war right now.
The question is, will the aliens allow us to go to full nuclear war?
No, because they need us to breed.
That is part of the conspiracy theory. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We had the opportunity to speak with somebody in the aerospace design field. We can't talk about names or anything, but we were able to see some pretty amazing technologies that the government's been working on. We'll be excited to talk about that more in the future, but needless to say, the thing Joe and I think on this, basically we're at 1 year, Joe.
Yes. I'm reading comments. Let's say, is that tattoo on Joe's arm John Romita, Spider-Man, and Todd McFarlane, Spider-Man? Oh. Yes, Todd McFarlane. All my stuff's Todd McFarlane. I got Spawn, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Deadpool, Clowney, Venom, Joker, Batman,
Penguin.
It's
pretty badass. We'll have to get some close-up pictures. He's got some really, really great art. Do you want to tell him who does it?
There's a guy in Sacramento. Okay, I'll give everybody. It's Sacramento downtown on H and 30th. It's called Exotic Body Tattoo. You need to call up Gary at the Exotic Body. Place your order. or your design or whatever the fuck you
Badass.
want.
We have a really cool logo that he hand drew.
It's the alien hand.
Yes, we don't use it a lot, but we're going to start using it more. But if you see that,
That's when I didn't have time. And I said, "Can you draw me something?" She said, sure. And he just whipped it out.
amazingly
Yep.
very talented guy. So everything's got depth and clarity. It's all bright. So he does a great job. Love it. So if you're a crazy tattoo person,
If you
out
want to
there,
see some of his work, go to Grab Inc. on Instagram. Grab GRAB Inc. Grab Inc. And then you'll see all of his artwork. It's enough about tattoos. It's about aliens.
well, this is about whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
I think that
those some bad cheese sticks.
Joe, I just want to say you drove. Let's see.
Some of my bitches.
You drove 6
Shut
hours.
it! Oh my god!
Dogs barking.
It was about 2,000 miles.
He did all the driving. I did all the sitting.
Yeah, he did. I feel good at that.
Well, I can't make fun of people while I'm driving at the same time. It's impossible. I can't yell at hookers when we drive by. I can't yell at the working men. I can't yell at people coming out of diners and things if I'm driving. Doesn't that make more sense?
You're probably getting an accident or something.
Exactly. So you drive, I deliver the insults. Yeah. I mean, like you say, you merely observe and report. And that's what we
Observe
do.
and report. That's all you do in life. Yes. Observe
Absolutely.
and report. Who you report it to? It's none of your business.
Absolutely. What I wonder what's on our listeners' minds right now. All 1.5.
Better than none.
I know. But I wonder what's on their minds. What is the biggest conspiracy thing making the rounds that people are curious about? Like, tell Joe and I about it. If it's something obscure that you picked up somewhere, but it piques your interest, maybe we should check it out. We can help you maybe decide whether or not that leans more fake or needs to be examined, with some expert opinion and feedback. So if you have anything at all, please shoot it our way. We'll do our best to help you figure out what's going on.
Yes.
That includes
What happened?
if you have weird pieces of metal that have fallen from the sky, or you witnessed a crash and you retrieve material, or you've had encounter with alien beings. Ooh. If you've had encounter with beings or ghosts, let us know. We want to know.
Like that thing.
Those cases only help us get better, because then we can learn, we can meet more people, and that always leads to more leads and more things to check out. And then we're busy trying to get the info. So I think we were able to come to some really cool, I guess you could say, not decisions, but
Quick pro quo.
we just were able to leave the Needles case with a pretty good idea of what might have happened, with all the witnesses and experts that we researched
The
on
evidence.
YouTube. So, yeah, it was great. Next, we already talked about Kingman, Arizona, and that's a really particularly interesting case. That is a story that goes one of two ways, which is a craft, of course, came out of the sky and crashed in the desert, and in it was multiple beings, something like 14 of them, and they're all mostly dead. There's drawings and depictions of that crash. There's also another story that goes that it was actually a landing, like a land and meet and greet almost, using technology, where the extraterrestrials just landed a flying saucer there. So there's two different theories that we're exploring. I'm sure there's more, but two's enough for us. So,
Yes, two.
and I think that's what we want to do. We want to stay open.
Yes,
We want to stay open, because when we're talking about the paranormal and we're talking about the extraordinary,
And this
you
is the
can't-
month to talk about paranormality.
Yeah, because it's Halloween month. Yes, Halloween for me is the entire month of December. Yeah. I'm just kidding. October. I'm not going Nightmare Before Christmas on your ass.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think I both like Christmas and Halloween equally. For me, Halloween's like October through December, and Christmas is November through December. What do you think?
No, it's only October.
It gets earlier every year, though.
What does?
They start like putting that shit out earlier every year.
Oh, yes. In June, they have it out.
Yeah, some crazy stuff. But I can't believe it's like almost time for Halloween. And by the way, if you are a Stranger Things watcher, season 2 starts in just a few days. So I think I'll be binge watching that. It looks pretty amazing.
Oh, yes, it comes out. So does the new episode we saw, Walking Dead, came out on Sunday.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to watch that. I will say, though, there is a good show called The Good Doctor, if you're watching it. It's on Mondays on ABC. It's really cool. It's about a doctor with autism. And he's brilliant, and I love him, and he's so fantastic. And you should watch it. It's a great show.
No. Everything's on Netflix, isn't it? I saw Death Note. Death Note was good.
I saw Death Note. That was pretty cool.
Not the cartoon.
No, the actual Netflix series. The Netflix
yes, it was
video.
awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Okay. So we're going to turn it over. We're going to see what the comments are saying and if there's any questions we should answer. Joe?
These 14 dead of dying EVs. What's that? Needles. Are ghosts and EVs morale or not?
Say that one more time.
Are ghosts and EVs morale?
Morale? Moral?
Moral. Moral. Are they moral? Not morale.
Well,
moral.
I think moral is a human word and is not necessarily applicable to interdimensional and beings that are able to bend space-time. So I think that unfortunately wouldn't even be the type
continuum.
of right question. What is moral to you may not be moral to others, as we don't find it. We find it morally appalling that people eat dogs in other parts of the world. So what's moral to you may not be moral to another. So maybe we could refine that question. Let's see. What about Bigfoot? Is it possible for Bigfoot to do something immoral? Again, I think that depends on the sentient species set of instincts and rules and behaviors. I really don't know if I could answer that question. What do you think, Joe? You can take a crack at it?
For what question?
The one I've just been talking about.
Sasquatch? Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I guess.
Read it.
Oh, yes.
Well, can you talk about it and say your opinion?
Oh, yeah. He's part beast. Of course he would do something immoral.
What's immoral?
Your faith.
No. Well, occasionally. But let's not talk about that. What would be considered immoral for Bigfoot? Killing an animal to eat it? Would we find that immoral? Would he find that immoral?
No. That'd be nature.
Is it immoral for him to harm a human being? Do we feel the same way about harming human beings as we do about harming animals? No.
It's all about survival.
Exactly. So
survival
I don't think
is
that morality
immoral or not
is
immorality.
So I don't think that morality. I think morality is a very closely defined idea, and it doesn't work with necessarily animals and beings that are significantly more advanced than we are and are able to travel through space, time, and interdimensionally. I don't know where their morality lies, but that's an interesting thought and an interesting conversation to have. What?
Would people eat Bigfoot? Would that be immoral?
That would be absolutely immoral for my standards.
Unless it's a survival situation.
So
that's...
But the question is, do we think of Bigfoot in the same way we think of as a human being?
No.
Would you?
I wouldn't. No.
But if he's smart enough to be able to not be seen, not be photographed very well, they build these incredible housing structures out of twigs and logs, and their nests that they build. They They hurl stones at people. They knock on trees. They shake trees. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, are they equal to us in being sentient? Are they able to make or understand their own selves, or the ability to question their own selves and where they came from?
Maybe.
I don't know. Any, what does Paul say?
That's it.
That's a good conversation to have, and I think ultimately one that we will have to probably tackle once we get to an ability technologically to see, understand, or show proof of the phenomena. And what I mean by that is I consider that an all-encompassing term of everything from aliens to ghosts to goblins to
Loch Ness Monster.
all these creatures. I kind of link them all similarly. I feel as though there's a certain technology happening or naturally occurring things. In the case of something like Nessie or something like Bigfoot, maybe some kind of alien technology.
Sure.
I don't know that Bigfoot has alien technology, and I don't know that goblins have alien technology. But so I do put them in the phenomena because they're obviously experiencing something that we don't understand.
Highly.
How come they can be seen or not be seen? And people talk about them vanishing. It's nearly impossible to get any proof of Bigfoot.
Nobody's got any proof.
People have come close.
Close, but everything's always
Same with ghosts.
the problem.
bro.
Well, that's the thing is too. Is like if you're gonna film Bigfoot, you're gonna be excited to see him, and all of a sudden your hands are gonna shake. You're gonna be frozen from fear. So, how are you ever gonna get unless you like
Right.
pop the camera into a solid state where it can't move to get a good
Right.
picture? But
Well, same with ghosts. You know, like if you're just chilling and there's an apparition in front of you, I don't think your first instinct is to go, "Where's my phone?" I think your first instinct is to go,
what the fuck?
like your brain is not able to like process how this could possibly be happening. So I would imagine the first thing you think is, am I hallucinating?
Yeah.
And but I think that there are energies that manifest intellectual, some kind of being or spirit that's able to cross between different dimensions, or between, I guess you could say, a spirit world and our human world. What?
Okay. I got something here for you.
Okay.
If EBs have a really appetizing smell like roasted chicken, would it be okay to cook and eat them?
From whose perspective? Would that be from the EV's perspective? Are you asking from the EV's perspective?
That's what Paul said. If
or from
EB
the
was
human
like
perspective?
if human perspective, of course.
From the human perspective, I personally, Emmett, would take complete offense to that and think that would be unethical. What about you, Joe?
Something so special and
I mean, how do you feel about cooking aliens and eating them?
they're good.
Wait.
What am I, a roasted alien sandwich?
I think it would be immorally or morally unacceptable on both human perspective and alien perspective. That would be my thought. I don't think that aliens necessarily eat meat.
We don't know what they eat.
I've heard that they're part photosynthetic or whatever.
Oh, so they get their they photosynthesis.
Yes, they get literally nutrients from the atmosphere or
UV.
what's around them. So that's very interesting.
So
Interesting idea.
yeah.
So it just makes you think, hopefully do we evolve beyond that? Do we evolve beyond making, pot roast or going through the Taco Bell drive-thru? Will we evolve beyond that and just...
Is this like an episode of Unsolved Mysteries or something? That's what it feels
I'm
like.
just speaking my mind.
Oh, you speak it.
Do you got something to say?
No.
I like your hat.
Your face.
I know.
It's bad.
Let's see if Paul has any other updates here.
What is that appetizing smell? I'm cooking Ed. Oh.
Yeah. Poor. No cooking, EB. Even though we do tend to pop our EBs on a regular basis. We have a graveyard of dead EBs.
An 8-foot one at that.
Quite literally in a bag somewhere. Maybe we'll, do something with that. I don't know. What else is anything that we've been checking into, Joe? I was trying to think of...
We've been busy with the one special project we've been doing, and that's pretty much it.
We did not get a chance to get out to Aurora, Texas. So, by the way, that is going to be reserved for the next trip. We realized that in order to be able to really, take on, needles in the way we wanted to, that we were prepared. So that was pretty much where everything, all of our energy, effort, and everything went. So, and I think that's important. Then I think, we should probably spend that amount of time at any site we go to, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So rather than just passing through. So this is UFO Bros 2.0. As we rediscover sites and go through different alien hotspots, we're going to use different methods and ways that we're going to
hella.
Hella.
Don't touch my shit. Oh, look at that fucking fogger tree.
So that's fog.
Ooh, fogger.
I like that effect. This is a really cool broadcasting
bring shit on the screen.
Yeah. This will be on, for those of you that would like to listen to this again, if you really wanted to, you could. It'll be available to download through our podcast on Apple iTunes. We're also on Google Play Store. We're on multiple different sort of podcasting platforms, Spreaker, etc. So make sure you check us out. We are literally trying to bring as much answers and information one place at a time. And
we're trying to debunk every situation that we can come against.
Well, I don't know.
Not debunk, but at least get the truth.
Why do you have a makeup brush?
TRUF, truth. Huh?
You have a makeup brush?
This is yours, not mine.
I don't have a makeup brush.
You don't?
Why?
Easy breezy. Here you go, cover girl.
Okay, so if it's supposed to be mine, why is it on your side of the table? And
because
why
you were
the
sitting
one...
here before me.
Mm-hmm. Let me see that beautiful bitch. Turn it. Let me see. Look, put that face on me. Let me see. All right. She's bitching. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. You're going to pose. Ready? And pose. And pose. And vogue. And vogue and pose and pose and pose and pose. That was good. That was very good. I like that. Give me a bro fist bump on that one. That was very nice. That was Sissy Pansy. Yeah, not good. Already 39 minutes into the show. But
that's it. Good night. Click.
Oh.
That was
Bad Joe. Bad Joe. But if you're listening, we want you to, again, just as a reminder, I know we said it earlier, but I want to say it again as a reminder. Anything unusual that you want us to check out, email us, ufobrostv@gmail.com.
You Gmail us.
Yeah, shoot us an email.
ufobrostv@gmail.
Yes, also you can message us on Facebook. We're growing on Facebook. We're almost up to 400 likes and subscribes, so make sure you check us out, UFO Bros, as well as Instagram and Twitter, though. Joe, tell them about that fiasco.
Right, UF0 Bros.
Zero Bros.
Zero Bros.
Oh, hey, did you get that comment somebody left us? I think they hold on. This was a total burn. Wait, hold on. I got to show you this. Hold on.
Somebody burned us?
Yeah, it was pretty good, though. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So this is a hater comment on YouTube. Check this out.
I didn't check any here.
What does he say? What a waste of time. You guys are a bunch of effeminate clowns.
Hell, I'm not effeminate. Am I? No.
Well, it was that was on the unacknowledged.
Well,
so
of course.
I'm sure they're like Dr. Greer helpers. So they have to protect Daddy. I get it. They have to protect the UFO father. Okay. Right. What do you guys... so let's talk about future guests, Joe, because we're kind of running out of time. But I want to get from you guys who you think we should get on the show. They don't have to be super famous. Maybe they just have a great story or evidence or picture or video or something, shoot them our way. Again, ufobrostv@gmail.com, and we'll definitely check it out, because as we continue our investigation and as we grow our files and documents and evidence and improve our methods, we're definitely going to want to be able to reach out to you and see what we can do to help you understand what you're dealing with, which will also help us understand more about what we're dealing with. So we're going to just leave it here. This is a nice 40-minute podcast. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. So we're going to say farewell, everybody. I'm Emmett.
Joe.
And we are the UFO Bros. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. We'll see you next time.